I think we're one of the lucky ones. I think that, or one of the brave ones, or because it is very brave for me right now, because I did sell my business and I am going into something new. So that's quite a challenge, and not everyone can do that. So I think that, and it is safe sometimes to go into a job, and who knows, maybe that's what I'll do while I'm building this, because at the end of the day, we've got to pay our bills. We've got to feed our faces, right? So it's a little bit challenging to go, okay, midlife crisis, turn 40, have a new look on life, and okay, that's it. I'm going to go throw caution to the wind, and I'm going to, just start this new thing. Well, meanwhile, we've got a mortgage. Meanwhile, we've got children at school. But I think what's happened in society, though, is, and this may never shift, it could just be a thing, but we tend to focus way too much about achievement and getting stuff. Like the bigger the house you can get, especially these days, the size footage of our house compared to the number of children, a family size, is just disproportionate. It's ridiculous. So I think that that's a problem as well. We need to kind of stop with this fast fashion. We need to stop, thinking that we need all this stuff to prove who we are, and to be a mirror of who we are. Because in essence, we all know that at some point we're all going to go somewhere else, and we can't take any of it with us. So that's the kind of midlife crisis I had, where it's like, we sold everything, sold the business, we sold our block of land, traded the Mercedes back in, just to kind of step back a little bit and go, is this what I really wanted? Because what I noticed is that I had learned, which it feels really encouraging, and it's something that I think I'm probably even doing with our son TJ, is that we're teaching, you can be anything or anybody when you grow up. You can be anything you want to be. And success seems to be the thing that we kind of get communicated to as we grow up. And so this level of achievement in society it's really important, especially in Western society. But what I noticed is once I had it, once I achieved it, I was like, there's no cheese down this tube. What? This isn't what I thought it was going to be. What have you been talking about my entire life, people? It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So
the reference, I think, that sums up what I think most people actually are pursuing is that pursuit of happiness. And what is happiness, and how do we define it? And I think people go looking for that in material things. We need to redefine what that looks like. And I think changing it from happiness to fulfillment, just that shift. Yep. Because it's different. Because I did feel happy in a beautiful home. I did feel happy driving my Mercedes. Yeah. But there was no fulfillment in that. From a sporting perspective that Tom would probably appreciate when he watches this, that's your husband. He will watch it. Oh, mind you, I haven't watched all of his yet, so better get on that. Right. So there's a saying we have when we're teaching athletes what's important now, which is win, W-I-N. And I think what happens and what's happened at 40 is you almost step back and you go, wait a minute, what's important now? And the real winning comes from actually asking that question. Is this what I thought was important? Is it really that important? And then you start all the self-assessment and the reassessment and the midlife crisis stuff, and then you come out of it going with a clearer perspective. 9 times out of 10, I would think. Some people may not, but I know my experience asking those questions. And I don't even think you realise you're aware you're going through it, actually. You just start to question everything. Yeah, you do, don't you? Your friends, everything. It's just like, it's all these question marks about, is this, it's definitely a growth journey there that some books need to be written on. Maybe from talking to people with a passion, that might be the first book I write. There you go. Yeah, like it's something I'm seeing coming up multiple times, and in talking to you, to hear you say that and have the third, it's almost like the universe speaks to you when you hear three people in 3 interviews all talking about that. Maybe it's because I'm speaking to 40-year-olds at the moment. Maybe they've all gone through that same process. That's a flattering comment for Tom. Well, I think he was one earlier that, but he has he has the mind of a young man. Doesn't absolutely. He? Yeah. So he doesn't think his age, which 100%. Yeah, and does not act his age either. No. In that he's really athletic and really healthy, and I think it's a really healthy questioning. And I think it's part of the journey. I think it's exactly what we're supposed to do. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to comment. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be advised of new interviews when they're uploaded. I hope you join us again sometime. Catch you later.